One of the hardest things that I see a lot of people, a lot of fresh graduates particularly struggle with is gaining the work experience that they need to search for the job that they really want. Hey, yeah, welcome to my channel. If you're joining me for the first time, I'm Chinecherem, and in this video, I want to talk to you about how to pick up some work experience to give your job search a real boost. I'm going to walk you through it, and I'm going to make it look like just having a chat with a friend over ice cream. So let's get into it. Have you ever looked at job postings on LinkedIn and noticed that they want years and years of experience, even for entry level roles? I've seen a couple of them, and I'm like, at what point during my 5 years in school did I get the time to gather up to 2 or even 4 years of experience? But do they really expect that from me? I know a lot of people have actually been able to pull this off, but the thing there is, even if you're a little late to the party, it is still doable. You can still build the experience that you need to land a gig. When I finished school as a civil engineer, I felt lost. Lost is almost like an understatement. I had no clue what to do next. A lot of new graduates or folks in their late 20s feel that same way. They feel kind of stuck on questions like, how do I get a job with no experience? Most of them are even still indecisive about what line of work to even pursue. They're like, is this even the job that I want to do? The good news is that the confusion is normal and you can walk through it. You can go from being stuck to becoming unstuck. And what you need to do is actually very simple. Pick your field and focus on the field. Simple. And the thing is, it doesn't have to be your dream job. It can just be something that you're comfortable with getting good at. And that's where you start. So I'm going to be sharing about 3 things that you could do to gather this experience. Number 3 is my favorite. So wait to the end. One of the best ways to learn a thing and learn it well and even fast is to stick around an expert at that thing. Now, the thing about experts is they will not only assign to you tasks that will challenge you, they'll also teach you lessons that only people who are experienced are privy to. After I graduated, I wasn't getting callbacks to all the entry level jobs that I had applied to. So I decided to try something else. I went to like 5 different sites and asked to talk to any of the engineers on site, and I expressed my interest to learn under them. Now I went there with the intentions of getting attached to an engineer with or without a pay. It felt good when they all took me very seriously. They took the time and they heard me out. 2 of the site engineers that I spoke with even offered me small jobs like keeping track of supplies to help me cater to transportation fees. One of the sites that I went to, the engineer there was really tough. I guess he was almost testing my patience, but I was hell bent on getting that experience. About that period, an even better opportunity came through a contact. It was way more flexible. That reminds me, I have a video talking about how to use your contacts to get job offers more easily. Most of the job offers I've got has been through word of mouth referrals. So if you want the video, I'll drop a link in the description box, and hopefully you check it out. It has a lot of really good tips for how to land a job. The idea in the first tip is to learn from someone who's already doing the job. It's almost equivalent to a crash course. So the next really good tip is to focus on skills that matter. So the more you learn skills that fit the job you're aiming for, the more you stand out. You would want to think of your first job as a chance to figure out what you like. For instance, if you've got a general degree like biochemistry and you're not sure what direction to take, simply use that job that you're on to test things out. Take note of what kind of tasks resonates with you, the type that suits you, and position yourself accordingly. And there's a civil engineer who was quite indecisive about what area to venture into. I might decide to specialize in structures. That would mean learning tools like AutoCAD, Civil 3D, to kind of like give myself an edge in landing the job. And if you've tried this and you're still not sure what skills to aim for, you could check out listings of job on pages like LinkedIn, Jobberman. Look for what they are asking for and then go learn those things. When I was still getting ready to embark on a job hunt, while I was still indecisive about pursuing civil engineering or going into a totally different line of work, I saw a posting for a project manager assistant. I went through the listings, the job descriptions on the page, and I noticed that a basic skill in Excel is actually required, and I had no knowledge of Excel. So I went on Coursera and took a free course on Excel. I earned a certificate and worked on some projects. I call it the capstone, and that was actually my first experience. And as for the last tip, and this is my absolute favorite, jump in and learn as you go. Plenty of people can handle a task without much experience. All they really need is a little bit of instructions. This is what we want, this is how we do it, this is how you're gonna do it, and they'll figure the rest out. A random person that I know took a HR opening position with no experience and challenged herself to learn about the job. She did pretty good for somebody that had zero experience at being an HR. Although she studied the course in school, so it kind of gave her an edge. She simply went about doing research and applied her less than 40% of experience to the role, and she was amazing at it. Simply confidently apply to the role, and when the time comes for it, you'll figure everything out. So if you're thinking, I don't have enough experience, I don't have the skill, do just calm down. You probably already do. Or there's something in project management where we think we've never really handled a project before, that maybe we're new to the thing, but they try to explain to you that you are not new to managing projects. If you've ever joined a group of people to organize the birthday party of your mother or your brother, or plan a surprise party, you have a project management experience. So there, you don't really need to have worked in a proper organization and built one or two high-profile cases or projects to qualify as an experienced person. I think the most basic skill you really need is to be able to read up things on your own, like do your own research, use a computer. And it's my favorite because I think it's kind of fun. It's like solving a puzzle. You know, you're being saddled with this huge task and you have to figure out a way to run it. This is not the motivation for you to go out there and apply to a civil engineering role, take a big project. No. This would probably work for, you know, very minute roles that doesn't require technical specialized skills. And we've come to the end of this video. If you found any part of it helpful, please leave a thumbs up, drop a comment in the comment section, and let me know your thoughts about this video, or any one of the tips actually. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.